Hello and welcome to your HSC training guide. In today's session, we will be discussing confined space safety, covering 20 question and answer that every safety officer and supervisor should know. So let's get started with this important training session. First question is, what is a confined space? A confined space is an area that is large enough for a person to enter, has limited or restricted means of entry or exit, and is not designed for continuous occupancy. Example: tanks, manholes, silo, tunnel, and sewers. Second question: what are the main hazards in confined space? Answer: lack of oxygen, presence of toxic gases, flammable or explosive atmosphere, engulfment or drowning hazards, poor visibility or lighting, restricted movement. Third question: what is a oxygen deficiency? Answer: oxygen level below 19.5% by volume in air is considered oxygen deficiency and unsafe for entry. Fourth question: what is the safe oxygen level for confined space entry? Answer: between 19.5% to 23.5% by volume. Five question: what gases are commonly found in confined space? Answer: carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, methane, carbon dioxide. Sixth question: what is a confined space entry permit? Answer: a written authorization that specifies the work to be done, hazards involved, safety precautions, and duration of entry. Seventh question: who issue the confined space entry permit? Answer: a competent and authorized person, usually is the safety officer or site supervisor. 8. What is gas testing? Answer: is the process of checking air quality inside the confined space for oxygen, toxics, and flammable gases before and during entry using a gas detector. 9. What equipment is required for confined space? Answer: gas detector, tripod with winch and full body harness, blower or ventilation fan, respiratory protection if needed, communication devices, PPE, as a helmet, gloves, boots, coverall. 10th, what is the role of a standby person? Answer: the standby person remain outside the confined space, monitor the workers inside, and initiate the rescue operation in case of emergency. 11. What is a continuous monitoring? Answer: regular checking of gas level and environmental condition inside the confined space during work. 12 number question: what should be done if the gas detector alarm sound? Answer: all personnel must immediately evacuate the confined space and inform the supervisor or safety officer. 13 number: what is a ventilation in confined space? Answer: supplying fresh air and removing contaminated air using blowers or exhaust fan to maintain safe breathing conditions. 14 number: why is communication important in confined space work? Answer: to maintain constant contact between worker inside and standby person outside for coordination and emergency alerts. 15 number question: what is the rescue procedure in confined space? Answer: rescue should be done by trained personnel using safety harnesses and tripod without sending untrained people inside. 16 number: what are the responsibility of the entry supervisor? Answer: ensure permit is valid, check gas test results, verify rescue arrangements, authorize and monitor entry, cancel permit after work completion. 17 number question: what is the difference between permit required and non permit confined space? Answer: permit required contain or may contain hazards. Example: toxic gas engulfments. Non permit does not contain any hazards and is safe for entry. 80 number: how often should gas testing be done? Answer: before entry, continuously during work, after any interruption or change in condition. 19 number question: what training is required for confined space work? Answer: worker must be trained in hazards recognitions, gas testing, PPE use, emergency response, and rescue procedure. 20 and last question: what is the most important rule of confined space entry? Answer: never enter a confined space without a valid permit and proper safety measures. So, friends, that was all about the 20 most important question and answer related to confined space safety, the ones that are almost always asked in safety interviews. Make sure to learn them well and keep improving your knowledge every day because safety is not just a job, it's a responsibility. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more HSC training tips and safety guidance. Stay safe, stay smart, and see you in the next session. Thank you.